Hello, welcome or welcome back. Today we will be rolling, which has a lot of benefits for the mind and the body. We will take it slowly, step by step, and we will start by lying on the back. So please come to rest on your back. To start, the first thing is to rest on your back, to feel the weight of your legs, your arms, your head. To lean against the floor with your back. To let go a little bit more. And then if you can, if you will, interlace your hands and bring them behind your head. So your head is resting in your hands. So you should be somewhere in the middle, midline. Your nose should be in the middle somewhere of your body, center, is it? Or a little bit left or right? Is your head turned or straight forwards, face towards the ceiling? So relax into the first movement, pull your head a little bit to the left. The trajectory will be not a straight line, but a little curve. So is your head rolling, moving? Are your elbows lifting? How do you bend to the side? If you do this without your hands, then it can still be a side bend of your neck, but then you have so much possibilities for your neck to move. And maybe the movement is only in the neck. So we put the hands behind the head, and when you move this packet, your arms together with your head to the left, then notice that your spine, the entirety of your spine also bends. It's a side bend of your whole self. Maybe you can feel the bending down to your toes and return to center. Where is the midline? And also to the other side. So bend, side bend, tilt. What is it? Side bend your chest or your neck. Pull your head to the right. Think of your right elbow coming closer to the right pocket of your trousers or the right side of your chest. Maybe your right foot pulls a little bit up. We have been doing this quite a bit in the last few videos. So a proper side bend, right and left, and in between, midline, center, a home position. That's our resting position. So after you explored this side bending in a mode of easiness, just a little bit right, a little bit left, return to midline. Where is it? And then, next movement, we will peel ourselves a little bit off the floor, head first, to the side also. So we had the side bending. Now again, bring your hands on top of your head or behind your head. Grab your head like a good fresh watermelon. So hold your head, the elbows a little bit closer to each other, and then with a side bend, lift your head as if you would like to look to your left knee. A little bit asymmetric crunch up. So you peel your head off the floor, the topmost part of your chest off the floor to the side, maybe close to the floor. So it's not a crunch forward, straight forwards, but a crunch to the side, a side bend, a twist to the left. You can also try to the right. Take your time, take your breaks. I myself, I find I find my muscles are shaking. I have neglected this kind of exercise for a while. And these muscles, when you turn your back on them, the first thing they do is take a rest, it seems, and wither away. So need to do a little bit more exercise probably. So crunch up to one side or crunch up to the other side. Not as an exercise or strengthening exercise, but to feel how do you do it? How do you side bend? How do you peel your head off the floor? How does your body react to this movement of doing a little crunch up to one side or the other? Oi, oi. And then a short rest. So we had two movements already, a side bend and a little bit of a lifting of the head off the floor. And now bring your esteemed left arm out to the side. A little bit, 45 degrees, something like that. And the task, so let me give you a puzzle, a riddle. The task is to roll onto your left elbow. With that in mind, the side bending and the peeling off the head, how do you use your right arm to lead the movement, to point towards where you want to go, or maybe your right hand can support your head? How do you peel yourself off the floor to come to lean on your left elbow? This is a true puzzle. So how do you have to move to make that possible? To lean up against the floor with your left elbow. What do your legs do? Which leg bends first? Which knee bends first in which direction exactly? Where does your right hand go? When do you lift your head? Coordination, fluent movement. One part depends on the next. The knees do bend. You roll up on your left elbow and back again. So, did you find that movement? Also on the other side, next stop, after you're in the middle, pull up your right arm to the side a little bit and coordinate yourself, manage yourself. What is it? Maneuver or organize yourself in a way that you will find yourself leaning on your right elbow. One side is easier than the other because one side bends easier. Maybe one elbow better than the other, maybe the knees to one side. What is it that makes one side easier than the other? Go slowly enough so you can observe criteria or steps of smoothness. What makes this movement smooth? Reversible, that going up is as smooth as going down without falling, without lengths of falling in between. You can go left or right or take a break in the middle. And then, if you haven't taken the liberty to a break, if you haven't had a short rest yet, you missed this one. We will continue with the next movement to the left again. So lean up onto your left elbow and continue the same path until you are up, sitting, side sitting, and you lean against your left hand with your left arm straight. So all the way up, but how to get down again? Same pathway. Now suddenly a little bit high up here. So how did you do it? When did you move your arm, bend your knees, lean onto your left elbow? So how did you get up? So the only way to find out is do it again. From lying on your back, you side bend, you roll, use your knees, observe, stop, return. So don't go all the way, but go a little and return, go further and return, back and forth to smoothen out the path, the trajectory to come up to sit and down again. How far do you have to lift off your legs off the floor or kick your legs maybe? Maybe this only works when you kick your legs. It's like an angry movement of kicking the legs, or a smooth ride, floating up. And the same smooth ride, balance, counterbalance to arrive on your back. Then take a short break on your back, just a few seconds before you journey over onto the other side, and see how that works on the other side. When you direct yourself to lean on your right elbow and further up onto your right hand till you're in side sitting. When do you have to roll your head, lift your head? What do you have to do with your hands and limbs and legs? How does this work? How can a movement of rolling from lying to side sitting have such a feeling of success and achievement? This kind of says something about us, doesn't it? Maybe we are made for learning and for these kind of movements, or at least it's a big part of our existence. The embodied self, the ability to move and to feel accomplished when we move well. Now we can start to do these movements a little bit larger, to go from side to side. After a short break, maybe come up to sit. How far? How far can we come up to sit? Can we move that onto our knees? So when you roll to sitting, can you come onto your knees? All the way up to stand on your knees and back on your back. And then on the other side, how do you arrive on your knees? With the same swinging movement. There shouldn't be a break, just a smooth movement onto your knees. So that's a nice half circle all the way to the knees. And when you're on your knees, you can make a transition to the other side and go down on the other side. Or you transition over your middle back or lower back from one side to the other. So we will lean less and less on the upper back and roll more and more over the pelvis. That's the trick here, the grace, to use our pelvis like a ball to roll in its vicinity, or to roll the ball. To roll either over the back or over the knees. uh, Step by step, and then take a rest, of course, before the neighbor's dogs start to bark. So what did we do? We rolled, we side bent, we took the head off the floor, we used the legs to counterbalance the upper body, the head. Go step by step again. Choose your favorite side, the side that's easier to come to side sitting. And back down again, or maybe all the way onto your knees. See how this is getting better and better? With rests in between. We don't want to get dizzy, we don't want to sweat too much. We want to do an improvement of coordination, of being able to balance, counterbalance, to smoothen out rough edges in our movement, to feel good about our being in a body, our being alive. And at the same time, this kind of rolling will improve a couple of things, reorganize a couple of things in the body, because that's a requirement, the rolling. And to this requirement, to make it happen, the things, the limbs, the muscles, they need to work in coordination. Everything needs to be in the right place. It will go there somehow through, if it ever happened, millions of years of evolution, not for nothing. It will go in the right place if we import the requirements through a movement like that. A last break. Feel how you rest now, how you perceive your back now, how you perceive your resting. the limbs, the head. Where is the center suddenly? How do you perceive your spine, the ribs that attach to your spine, your chest? Fast and sweet lesson. Welcome to repeat. And now we roll up to sit and to stand and see how we feel in standing, how we organize ourselves against gravity when we just touch the floor with the feet instead of the whole back. 24 minutes. That was a rather swift lesson, but not unwelcome, I think. Thank you so much for watching, for your support. It's only you. It's you who make these videos possible. The rolling and the twist. Welcome to try this lesson again, to play with the movements, to roll up and down. It will be better every time you try. Take good care of yourself and see you in the next video.